What is happening, guys? We've got some new looks of Cameron Monaghan in his earlier version of his final Joker makeup in the Gotham finale. I didn't really think we'd be getting any more news on this since the finale had aired, but it's nice to see some alternative takes. So this comes straight from Cameron Monaghan's Instagram, where he says, the original test makeup for the final Joker design, #Gotham. Just noticed he said the J word. Jesus Christ, Cameron. Cover your mouth, dude. I mean, I guess he's got no further obligations at this stage, but let's just hope Warner Brothers don't sue. So, right off the bat, he's got a little bit more hair on his head. He kind of reminds me of the, I think it was the DC Rebirth Joker, or it was the one that came after the New 52 cut-off face version. As well as that, the chin is definitely a little bit more subtle, and so are the eyebrows. However, he's got this long, pointy nose here. To be honest, it looks more like Penguin fell into the vat of acid, so I'm actually kind of glad that they didn't go with this as the final thing, and I definitely much prefer the stragglier hair. However, I would have really liked to have seen a picture of him, like, smiling with this on. Maybe that's what the next picture will be. Nope, this is just another angle, and once again, really does look like the Penguin. Notice he's got his hair sort of combed back and everything. It looks really cool anyway, like, had this been what we got, I think there are people that probably would have been a bit happier with the hair being more like this, because it's a little bit more voluminous, and it is still ultimately a bit more reminiscent of probably the most recent Joker. Hang on, what was it? It was Joker New 52 face back on. It was definitely in this anyway. Yeah, this here. It definitely reminds me much more of this. Moving on to the next one. Okay, so I'm definitely glad that they didn't go with the diamond eyes. I don't mind diamond eyes, but it definitely strikes me as being a bit less jokery than what we got in the end. I definitely prefer it without the little diamond bits. This, if anything, reminds me a bit more of Joaquin Phoenix's Joker design. And once again, the nose really gives me more Penguin vibes than anything else. You can see his teeth are a little darkened here, a little blackened, which I think is a nice little touch. And it's nice to see one of him smiling. Part of me still wishes they did do the stretched mouth that Jerome had in season 3 and 4, along with the rest of this design. I think that would have really complemented this. And I noticed he's got kind of more black in his lips than anything else here. Obviously there's the red too, and he has got a prosthetic chin with a clef in it. Although they did clearly go a bit easier on the cheeks and eyebrows than they did in the final version, which I much prefer the cheeks and the eyebrows at the final one. I'm not sure if this is just like a blanket he has over him, or if he was going to have like a polka dot suit. I think that would have actually been quite a cool way to go, as well as that he would have had a black suit with the polka dots on it, which again is more reminiscent to this here. Moving on to the next one. Okay, so here it is, I guess, without the makeup on. And I've always had a question when it came to the Gotham Joker, because we saw him in Arkham Asylum, and he didn't have, like, a white face and red lips and everything. He just had kind of a skin-colored, but obviously damaged look to him. I always wondered, does this mean that he literally smeared white paint all over his head and neck and everything? Because that seems always a little excessive. And also, like, what did the chemicals do then to his eyes and his skin tone? Like, because it was bleached before this, but now it's more of a human color, and his eyes are definitely a lot more human than they looked when he was in his earlier Jeremiah form. Not really sure what the story behind that is, and I would have liked a bit of background on that, to be honest. Like many things in the Gotham finale, it raised more questions than it really answered. Gotta say, he looks like Christopher Eccleston here. And the final one, we got him smiling and grinning and everything. So, yeah, that's a more detailed look at Gotham's final sort of Joker design in a very early form. I always love seeing early form designs and everything, just to sort of see what would have been, what could have been and everything. And I must admit, I do like this, but I think I'm definitely much happier with the final design that they went for in the end, because I really just, I love, like, the way they did it, in terms of his appearance and everything. I'll be the first to admit, I was pretty disappointed by Gotham's finale, but I'll say this, I feel like they really nailed their Joker design and everything. Would I have preferred if he had more hair or something? Yeah, I won't lie, I would. I think there was a definite easy answer that they had handed to them, and that was just to pretty much just do this, really, which I guess they kind of did in the end, but I don't know. Ultimately, yeah, I still think there is problems with the way that they did the Joker in the long run, but I really do like the design they went for. It's very horror-inspired, very much reminds me of the Crypt Keeper. And I think that's a really good thing and everything, like, that's a really good way to go. So, yeah, I don't think I'll drag this video out any longer than it has to be. I think I've said all that needs to be really said on this. But yeah, what do you guys think? It's definitely, I'm glad they didn't go with the nose thing. I can understand why they were going to, but it definitely makes him look like Penguin more so than anything else. It looks like the Penguin got dropped into Ace Chemicals. So yeah, what do you guys think? Comment below and discuss. And as always, if you enjoyed this video and you want to see more like it, don't forget to leave a comment, hit subscribe, and check out the description for links to the Patreon where you can support the channel, as well as the Discord where you can come and chat with me. Thank you so much for watching, guys, and as always, have a great day.